What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Reezy SS coming to you with another video. Today's video is gonna be my catch can install. Should be a pretty easy install. It's all the matter of just finding the right hoses and stuff and making sure you put stuff where it's supposed to be. But anyway, this is the Mishimoto catch can install. Like, share, subscribe. All right, here's the Mishimoto catch can itself. This ain't a true unboxing, but I can show you what all it comes with. I haven't touched anything. I just opened it. This was the box the can came in. It's a little brochure and rewards program and stuff like that they give you. This is the actual catch can itself. In the future, I may go with a bigger one. I just want to see how this one works and see how long it takes to fill it up. I should take about a month to fill it up if I'm not mistaken, but by me having like work done to my motor, it might be pushing a little bit more oil through the cycle, so it might fill up a little quick, but we shall see in time. But this is how the can looks. Sit this over here. This right here is the catch can mount. Take that out after a while. Plastic. This is the tubing. This is the tubing. You got an inner and an outer. So this is the tubing right here. Let me see what else you got in here. They give you this little Mishimoto little emblem. I wish they had like a sticker. I don't really care for this hanging and stuff, so I wish they had a sticker, but I appreciate it though. But yeah, little stickers and stuff. And here is the PVC piping, I think you call it. That goes on the outside of the can. It sticks out so your tubes can attach to it and make sure the oil goes in and whatnot. Oil goes in and out or whatever. But I think that's it. I don't see what else is paper. But yeah, that's it right there. That's all. The whole kit, the hoses, the clamps, the hose clamps, the little buds that attach to the catch can itself. And this the whole setup right here. So I'm gonna just install this. It shouldn't be hard, but this right here, I don't like how all these wires and stuff just sticking out and showing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can put my stock side covers back on. Just see, my Camaro's not even red. These were red. The Camaro was red, but it just faded out over time. But I'm gonna just see if I can put them back on to kind of clean that up a little bit, because I don't like having all those wires and stuff hanging out like that. But other than that, let's get to what I'm doing now is I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the catch can with all the parts and stuff. Make sure everything's tight and snug. That way, you know, all I have to do is just mount it, because it's kind of pointless to try to mount something and then while you're putting it together, just go ahead and eliminate, you know, some parts and get your area clean so you can actually work. But these fittings right here, there's no in or out. They're the same thing. It's just the only thing different is which one's job. Like this one's job is out, this one's job is in. So you can just put them in there and make sure you snug them tight. You can turn it by hand, but you want to get like either some the actual wrench itself, or like some pliers or something, and tighten it, like, you know, snug, not too tight, but just snug. And these little Allen key bolts up here, I'm gonna take these off, and I'm gonna drop my shit. I'm gonna take those off, and this is how this mounts. I take them bolts off and I put it down, and when I screw those bolts back on, that'll hold it. So that's basically it. Just assemble it, and then, you know, go ahead and mount it. Then you want to do your pipe. I've already removed the little small little Allen key bolts at the top. And see what I'm about to do now is see if I can set this up easy. Take this and put it, align it up with the hose, and put the screws back in and make sure it's secure. And this back part is gonna go right here to the strut bar mount, and that's where it's gonna be held at. So that's all you got to do. If I had somebody recording, I'd be able to show you step by step, but this is the best I can do now. So yeah, just unloosen those bolts, those little 3 bolts at the top, put the bracket on, make sure everything's tight and snug, then loosen the bolts on the strut arm mount right here, and just slide these bolts off, attach this end of the mount right here, and just put these bolts on top of it and bolt it down, and then you have your catch can mounted. Okay, I tighten all the nuts and the PVC pipes and stuff. This is what I use to tighten these up, which you can see scripted up a little bit, but that's not a big deal. I'll probably paint over it later. But I recommend you use the correct wrench. I'm just using this because, you know, I don't have all the tools. I got to get me some tools. But anyway, don't tighten these Allen key bolts up here all the way. Just have it snug enough so you can adjust it when you mount it, and because you want to make sure that's going to be in the position you want it. But just snug them up to where it's, you know, able to support it like that. Because these they ain't even tighten all the way down. They just snug to hold it. But yeah, just make sure you able to adjust it, because you don't want to sit it down or mount it and then want to adjust it, and then you got to untighten the bolts and, you know, start all over. But this is done. Now we're about to go to the mounting process. All right, again, like I said before, this is no cap TV, so I ain't gonna sit here and act like I got it the first time. But I had this bracket flipped over the wrong way, so I had to take it back off and flip it to where it's kind of like this. I had the slant. You saw the slant going up. I had the slant going the other way, and then if you have it the other way, it won't fit flush like this. It won't stand up like this. So what I did was I flipped it, put it back on. Like I said, keep these Allen key bolts loose so you can adjust it like that, and keep these loose too. So you know what I'm saying. Well, they already where I want it. So, but just tighten these back up. And then after you tighten those back up, then you come and tighten these bolts up when you get it to where how you want it to fit. But other than that, that's the only thing. And next, I'm gonna be showing you what to unhook for your pipes and going there. Okay, now that I have it mounted, you know, it's still loose. I still got to put my piping in. Okay, down here you have this this tube right here where both your inputs are. You have your outer input up here at the top. And it's just hoses that snap out. It say you can take the top cover off, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You have the upper, the outer up here, and you have the input down here. So like on the can, the top one, the other end of the top one will go here, and the other end of the bottom will go here. So you just go ahead and unplug this. I'm gonna see if I can do it with one hand. All right, this is the outer part, and this is the inner part. This is the output, input. So you see these little tabs right here. You just push it. It only got one. It only got one, so you just push it and it slides out. This one at the bottom, you just push it. Damn. I think you got to use 2 hands. Let me see something. Turn it, push it and pull. Yep, there you go. You only got one tab on both sides, so what you're gonna do, you're just gonna push it like that. See how it matches like that? You just push and pull. And this was the upper part, and this was the lower part. So now that I know that this side is the input, I'm gonna put this one on because of the bend. So when I put it on, it's gonna go right around to that. But make sure these clamps right here tight before you put it. Made sure the clamps were tight. So now I'm about to put the inner on first. The inner, I'm going to put it on the pipe, the PVC pipe itself, and just push it, and you should hear it click. boom, that click. Make sure you pull it back up, make sure it's on tight. So it should have one click, and once you hit that click, it's on. And after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this, the outer, that goes right up under here to this one. How you gonna do? What you wanna do is you wanna route it up under here because of the bend. Route it like that, and bring it up over this one like that, and just push it. Make sure you push it on, and make sure you hear that click. Okay, I had to put the phone down to put some extra force on it for that click, but both of them are in properly. I heard it click. So now all I have to do now is put the hoses on like that. But I'm gonna put these clamps on first over the hoses, then tighten them down. Okay, you see what I did there? I put the clamps on before I slid it on to the catch can itself, and make sure it's secure. This is secure on, this secure, and it's on like it's supposed to. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is, this is why I left the catch can loose like this, so I can make sure that, you know, it's not no pressure on the hoses, so over time, you know, it won't mess up or whatever. But I'm gonna just tighten these down. So I got my screwdriver, little bits on it. Put this bit on here. Got this little bit for the screwdriver. And I'm just gonna right where it's at, cause since it sits just like this, I'm gonna go ahead and just tighten them down. And I'm just do them snug. They ain't got to be crazy tight. Just do it snug, so it won't move no more. Yep. And make sure everything tight. Your strut mount bolts are tight. Your catch can tight. Everything tight. And that completes the Mishimoto catch can install. The purpose of the catch can is to catch any like oil that passes through your manifold and stuff, because over time oil builds up within your manifold and all other places that it doesn't need to be at, causing like turbulence and stuff for us, like airflow. So the catch can catches all of that. So that's when it fills up, you can dump it, and it kind of helps your the life of your engine, you know, so you won't have all types of oil deposits all through the engine or whatever. But that's mainly what it's for, to catch like any oil that passes through and sticks to places it doesn't need to be at. So that's the purpose of a catch can. But all around, I can say the install, as far as rating how hard it was to install, I give it like a 2 out of 5. It wasn't that bad. It's just a fact of, you know, make sure you're putting all the tubing where it's supposed to be, and making sure your mountain bracket is on tight and whatnot, and you know, just making sure it's secure. But other than that, that's it. I ain't have no problems. It was easy. I did it by myself. As you can see, I don't have a cameraman or whatever, but it was easy. So I mean, if you got any questions, just put them in the comments, and I'll help you any kind of way I can. The installation of the Mishimoto catch can, it was very easy. So as you can see, but this is Street Reezy SS. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching. You heard Daddy put his catch can in, huh? Huh, Sabi?